Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Midweek action here on Sammy Flex TV, and you know when we sit like this, action time. This is Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. Gentlemen are seated, 3-man squad for today's edition of Showbiz Daily. Roland has eliminated some players. But still, one against 10 against 11. But still, we will win. If you believe in your team, 10 against 11, we will surely win. You guys are welcome. And we have some interesting things on board for discussion today. Roland Amate is seated in the middle position. Shatta Movement Empire Roland Report on YouTube. And Showbiz Channel GH.com. In Team Dodi Solomon is also Chemo. Chemo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, as well as in Tidosu Digital Solutions. When we meet like this, we share ideas, information, knowledge, and more. Let me say thanks to the producers of the show, Theophilus Digosh, Buju Lens, making sure that you guys would also enjoy what we do here. Also get to know Tetekwashi Art Market. They are still selling. You can get some wonderful pieces from them as we are getting closer to some Vows Day. You can go get something special for your special person at Tetekwashi Art Market. But if you want to hit town, you don't have a car, you can still go comfortably by driving through Shaxi. Shaxi is a ride-hailing app. Download their app today and start using it. With Shaxi, what they are saying is simple. It is time to ride. So join them today and make sure you are also enjoying whatever it is there that everybody is talking about. Now, among the issues, there's one that I would want to clear quickly before we move on to the main issues. Now, there's this man of God who has been preaching in a different style. I love his approach to the preaching. His word is such that if you give him attention, dear, because I like the way he preaches. I hear he's Oko Ajiman or something like that. Oko Ajiman. Yeah. And he is a known preacher, especially when it comes to online activities. Now, in one of his sermons, I've seen him talking about political campaign songs, and his message caught me. That is one thing I want us to talk about before. He says, if you are doing a political song and you do a kuti and kokon, and that akuti also goes to Chebu, as a matter of fact. If you do a political song, do a kuti and then it means that the song can't really get to the people, because political songs are not about akuti anyum. He thinks that political songs is about jama, yamfansa, bentwa, esankwa, queen. When I heard that, I said, this man is really sending a message to someone, but he can't be direct. He is beating around the bush like that. Meanwhile, he can hit that ampon, that political song you did for MPP, saying it doesn't win. It doesn't influence anybody, but the Kwen does. Interestingly, Jemo, I was also reading a story this afternoon on Ghana Web, where a certain chief, I think he went to Ofosua Jare's. Ofosua Jare has been giving them the serial appointment. So they went for Thanksgiving, and the chief said, oh no, the CLT, the new person, so I put those pieces together and said, oh, is Oko Ajiman saying something right? Well, he said it in a sermon. Let's all go listen to the sermon. And when we come back, I'll pick the views of my people, whether they agree, disagree, or they have their mind on their own. Watch it. I'll be right back.
Interpret the sky and go for Nafa. Because, yeah, and you may be a politician, and you could tell there be enjoyment. Yeah, but in Germany. When I bet church and you move, blessing, that way, Shannon. I want only me. Oh, no more could tell there be. Just when I won, when I bet church and you share.
Well, because Chemo has been fingered, let me start this with Chemo. Chemo quite Isaac, Isaiah, Ample, a bomber yampa.
Oh, God, started me and now boy, a man. Oh, and then I'll catch I then I'll go to Plow Castle.
Okay.
He
said that.
Oh, same person. And you are not there. Started to talk.
Oh, so he's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Well, it's an interesting one. For me, I think the thing is that Nasi did a very good song. I mean, it's catchy. It's a song that no matter who you are or what you want, if you are in Ghana and you enjoy Ghana music, you will enjoy this one. I mean, Ghanaians in general, we love Jama. That's why it is in almost all the gatherings that we have. Even if you don't have musicians there to do a song for us, people will do their Jama in their own way. I mean, it's almost in every gathering that you will find yourself in. If it is not that formal. Yeah, the former people, they will be a coat into be a gentle. But no crown or bit me rogu baby could baby shijama. So if you are a musician or you are a creative and you can do something in that line, I think it will reflect or it will connect with people easily. And for some reason, Nasi has found a way to do it best. I mean, this is not the first time that he's doing it. Even the first one that he did, that and also was in that same line. And this one too. So for Nasi, I think he's in his best element at the moment, and he's getting it right. So I will not be surprised if anybody or somebody like Kwaadee will use it to also shade people that he is not happy with their actions or inactions for whatever reason. So I mean, it got more to do with Nasi doing a good work than somebody not doing a good job. Because if we analyze other ones like Na or Yerina by Daddy Lumba, it also has some feel that anytime, anywhere that you play that song, you will get people to jam to it. So it's about talented musicians doing something that will easily connect or resonate with those who love whatever that they are doing. It has nothing to do with Ngokon Kitinkiti, like he wants to put it. Ngokon Kitinkiti was also a good song. Just that Nasi's song was better. That is it. I mean, you can get people doing good songs, but when you compare them or when you are given an award, someone will win, someone will also, they will say, well, you have a good song, but there's a better one than yours. In this case, that's why how I will categorize the Nasi song and Nkokon Kitinkiti or any other political song. We had so many of them, but the ones that people are talking about, for now, I think it will be the Nasi one and the Great Ampon one. A lot of people did political songs, but anybody doing any comparison will either talk about the Ping Ping or Nkokon Kitinkiti. They are the two songs competing. That's why even Okun Ajima will use only two songs as an example. So for me, I think it's more about the talent doing the thing. I think Nasi did a very good job. And so we should rather praise him than to shade others. So for Kwaadee, then I will start shading. Start yache. Or be a take as well be any new Kwaadee please. Any Okwadima will become.
I
They will say, oh, your bar, Ed and I got chimpana. And you know, over the case, Obia Mechumpana, Castle for boys, any the Okwadima. So he's just shading and I think we should rather praise Nasi for doing a good job.
Instead of shading Ample.
No, yeah.
Well, Roland, take over. Let me get you.
For the conversation there, I agree with him, but just that it is subjective. So if you like the message in the song, that is when you say, okay, this person did a better job than this one. I agree. Ampon did a very good job, but Nasi did a better job. It is what it is, because what would you use to measure? It is the level of response towards whatever they presented. That is what you use in measuring. And of course, when you listen to the response from Nasi's work compared to Ampon's work, you can clearly see that Nasi's numbers are beating Ampon left, right, center, including even personal testimonies, like that one that is coming from the man of God. So for me, I'm not surprised. And again, the issue that he raised had to do with the Ekutia, which is the lyrics of the song. I partly agree with him. Because sometimes how you coin your message will determine whether people will be interested to listen more or not. That is what I'm also thinking. Because when you listen to certain songs that have gained like prominence in the space, you can clearly see that most of them had some clear-cut message and was not focused on the flaws of other people. No, you win, you win, you understand? It talks about the good things of the person that
they project who they want
to project. But in the case of Nkokwan Ketinkete, the focus, even if there was a focus on both parties, it was 50-50. It was 50-50. Therefore, there was a divided attention there, where one was focused on the opposition and one was focused on whoever they want to project. So in that sense,
because like you are saying, as it stands now, if you should think about Nkokwan Ketinkete, you struggle to get what he said about Baumia. But
you know,
maybe it is in there, but it is not registered.
On top of my, you know that you remember that one. And when they ask you who is the Nkokwan Ketinkete referring to, you will definitely mention President Mahama. You understand? So I agree with him that sometimes how you coin the message to will determine whether people would want to consume it more. People consumed Ampon songs, but the purpose that they needed it for, no, and because of how the message was coined, intimian penetrate, which is why Nasi's own was very direct, straightforward, and was projecting who he wanted to project. He did not care about whoever the opposition was or who their competitors were. He was just focused on who they want to project, and that was President Mahama. And of course, the messages were clear. Mahama. So I agree with him. Boy himself.
I see. Well, have you seen Kwadee's latest or newest video? And what do you make of it? Today I saw a post from someone saying, is there a music union? If there is a music union, why are they sitting aloof and looking at Kwaadee go through this problem? Latest video coming from Upper East about Kwaadee does not look palatable at all. And I don't know what you have to say about it.
Well, I was trying to find some screenshots that I made of Excellency Fire. Excellency Fifi Sela. He made a post recently, I think somewhere last week. So I saw a post, somebody made a post about the state of Kwaadee. That was not good. And Fifi Sela made a post, a screenshot of that particular post to debunk it.
Okay.
saying, "Oh, Okonfo Kwaadee, people should."
Or the person said Okonfo Kwaadee was not doing
well.
And Fifi Sela came to say otherwise.
And even added some telephone number, be that if you would want to book Okonfo Kwaadee, you should contact that
book.
Number. Yes.
Book for what?
For her gig. Yes. Oh, suppose
you come for it later.
I will search for it. And so when I chanced on the recent video, I was like, so what at all is going on? Is it as if some people don't care about the state of Okonfo Kwaadee, of which they would want to maybe, as it were, cover it up, or they think that, okay, now he's beyond redemption. Until the akana. That is the question that I was asking myself, because I didn't understand why somebody would make such a post. Yes, we know some people can be mischievous in the space and make certain posts, like Papa Communication Minister Sam Georgie. Yes, some people can be mischievous and propagate certain things about certain people that may not be true. But I'm also saying that if say Ekobane say true, now you try say you cover so without exposing what the problem actually is, now you have a solution. Then what are we doing to the person?
Okay.
It reminds me of Funny Face there, no? Where the only conversation was about what he was not doing right. Okay. But as to whether how some people can also go to his aid and help him, it was not clear. And thanks to God, I think Wekumenu has done it again. So far, so good. And so far, it has been very good.
Yeah.
So far, it has been very good. So for me, I didn't like that particular post coming from Excellency Fifi Sela. I didn't like it, because this particular video is just a continuation of what we saw some time ago.
Yes.
Recently, interview, no, and this is just a continuation of that particular video. This is a continuation of that particular video, and it doesn't look good. For the people that are asking for the musicians union there, there's nothing they can do about it.
I see.
There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. In fact, if you probe into it further, they'll come and ask you, is he still a member?
So now we are all assuming that this is the end of Kwaadee.
Until somebody goes to his aid. Until we find a certain Kwekumenu in his life, this is it.
I see.
Until we find it.
I was also trying to find the
Fifi Sela post. Yeah.
But
and even before you come in, do you know Atimbila?
Yeah,
Atimbila also comes from the Upper East as well.
Yeah.
Just yesterday, Kumekasa also shared another video of Atimbila, also not looking good. Already with him, I know he's had issues with drunkenness and all those things.
And
so I remember
he recovered.
Yes. I remember some time ago, one man even came from America
Maxwell
to sign him.
Yes.
So I thought he was going to be out of those drunkenness and excessive alcohol intake. Unfortunately, his latest video portrays that indeed man is still soaked in alcohol.
Sad.
Well.
For Okonfo Kwaadee, yeah, I don't know if I should say it was a privilege or I happen to know his beginning.
Okay.
Because he's also a Santasi boy. I was born in Santasi. I grew up there.
Okay.
So the time that I was there as a young kid, I saw him doing his thing.
Okay.
In fact, I knew where he stayed. He sometimes even come to our area. Because our area was notorious for other things. That if you really want to be happy, you have to come.
You have to come to your area.
Yeah, something like that. So
I like such areas. I want to be happy.
Yeah, so I knew him from that time, and then where he stayed. In fact, his area where he stayed is now the name is even what they used to call the area.
Someone told me that he was Johnson was named after him.
Kwaadee Junction. So
wow.
Yes, and the building that he was staying in, I know it very well. Like, in fact, at that time when you are passing by, you will see that the guy is there, unless he's not at home. He will be playing song. People will be at that place.
Wow.
Every time, like there's something.
Always something happening.
Yeah. When he's around, always something is happening at his place. So it's so unfortunate. And at the time that he had his first episode, like the time that they said that he has some mental issues. Yes, I saw him At the time, he was still looking good. He would dress nice, but he can walk from. I think it was the distance would be like from where we are now to maybe Blue Kiosk or Kwashima, something like that.
He could just walk.
He would just walk. You will see
Him alone.
Yes, you will see him just
with all the stardom around then.
Yes, he will be walking like that, and then later you will see him walking back. Like you just see him walking, but he was at that time he was not looking like this. He was like nicely dressed, and he will be walking, and all those things. So I've seen that side of things, and if you take that thing out, anytime that you hear that he's not looking good, you get people also coming to say that, oh, it's not like that, he's this, he's that. The time that I saw him personally, he wasn't looking Richard like this time, but his action was a bit off.
Like you could see,
this is not something. Yeah, this is not the usual Kwaadee that I know. But he wasn't looking like the way he's looking like. He's looking now. And if you look at this one, it's really sad. And you see, not long ago, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, Lord Kenya tried to intervene, but I think his approach was an issue for the family. And then something happened.
Many people who have tried to intervene, the family has had issues with them.
And it's sad that we are not really getting solution for him. But I don't like the way people wants to finger the music groups and all that.
The music union,
They are not responsible for this, and they can't do much unless an individual decide to do something. I mean, there are a lot of musicians going through issues. So if you say that the musical or the music union should help this guy or help them, how are they going to do it? Whom are they going to pick that you deserve help, but you don't deserve help?
Yeah.
So this guy is in, I mean, not so good condition, like we can all see it. But we have somebody who is also on a sick bed or something like that. So
we have people in similar
positions.
Yeah.
So which one should they help? I mean, this is not nice. Nobody will wish something like this for their family members or for themselves. So you wish that somebody somewhere will come around and help in this case. But even in Comfort Kwaadee's situation, the family issue will always come up. I don't know if now the family is the issue or the people who are coming in are the issues. Because you can't also blame the family when somebody comes in a way that looks like, no, this guy may want something more than just coming to help. I mean, if you want to help him, we have to go through the right channels or go through the right approach. You can't just say, I want to help him, so I have taken charge, I want to do everything. No, he has a family. I think if anybody wants to come in,
they should first contact the
family members, work with them, know how they are comfortable with it, how do you also want to treat it, and if there's an agreement, then you
take it from there.
Yes, don't just jump in and say I want to be the hero of the day, so I'm just taking charge of everything, I want to help you. It doesn't work like that, because the family, sometimes I agree with them, or I get the angle that they are coming from. They feel that some people will come in just to take advantage of him, even at his not so good condition. And we have seen it before. They were taking him to some interviews, and when they got there, you can see that the guy is not stable like that.
Yes, he was in his lowest.
Yes, but still they were pushing him to go for an interview. So if you are a family member looking from outside or standing somewhere looking at them, you say no, they just want to take advantage of him. Not like they really want to help him heal or something like that. So for me, I wish that somebody will come in. And will work with the family. Let's negotiate with the family what they are comfortable with, what you
can do,
what you can do to help him. Instead of just seeing this video, you just sit in your car, go and just pick him wherever he is, and you say that I'm going to help him. It doesn't work like that. you should know how to go about it. And yeah, we for those who can do something, I wish that they will help, because this is not good. It's
Okay.
really sad situation.
No, it is a sad one.
Yeah.
Personally, I've had people reaching out to me. Oh, Rasame, Shatta movement. Are you guys going to do this and that? But I tell them, Shatta moves at his time.
Yeah.
It is
you
not
don't
what
just
someone will
move
say that to
ahead.
let him do something.
Yeah.
He moves at times that he wants to move, and that everybody should know this. But it's unfortunate. Quite the story. You were sending me the
I've sent it to you.
Okay. So Fifi Sela indeed wrote that Okonfo Kwaadee 2025 is fine and ready for bookings. Link up inbox.
Oh,
is
it his account?
Yes.
That's Fifi Sela's account. It says the brother has a scorpion venom in his veins. I bet you wouldn't have survived. Those circulating that video should stop. Don't look for the downfall of another. You may be the next target. Hamanti highlights. Okay, he mentioned Hamanti, which I know Hamanti is also one of the guys handling.
Yeah, he's close.
Or Fifi Sela wants us to maybe. I'm also that the video we are seeing might be an old video.
Yes. So we have to consider that. Yes.
Okay.
And
okay.
maybe
if that's the case,
I think the best thing is that we will do a follow-up.
Yes.
If this is the current situation.
Yeah. Because nobody has also come out to debunk that, this is not Kwaadee. Apart from this message or this post that suggests something similar.
And this was about a week ago.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing is that
we can call Hamanti. Hamanti is a friend to the platform. So then we are going to find out if what Fifi Sela is anything to go by. Then we are sure going to do some further research on this to confirm if indeed these are old videos just to make Kwaadee look like he was looking before. If indeed he's fine, we thank God. But for bookings, we are not too sure about. So we are going to confirm whether Kwaadee is good for booking. If Kwaadee is booked for booking, I will be ready to attend his concert because
of course.
Kwaadee was that guy. I remember when he went up the scene and came back. He had some concert at the National Theatre.
Even the one in Kumasi was crazy.
I was at the National Theatre one and it was good. He performed live and all. So we pray that this time around the story will not be bad as it's been preached to us. Now we can move on to another story where an interview between Zion Felix and Nana Romeo of Accra FM, blogger Zion Felix and radio presenter Nana Romeo of Accra FM has generated some conversation. What is this conversation about? According to Nana Romeo, there was a time that he wanted to put together some shows with some organizers or promoters in the UK. When he tried reaching some artists, including Kidi, Kidi's team told him that they were charging $20,000 for the show. And Nana Romeo said, "Kai, when he heard $20,000, like he's not heard some before. Like how? How would you come and take $20,000 from him?" He is really not happy with Team Kidi. Now, when you go online for the first time, I see divided opinions from people like, what do you mean? The artist says he charged $20,000. You are crying. What is your problem? And it brings conversations about what Shatta has been talking about, promoters and artists and their charges here and there. But I want to get from my people, would you also have been surprised if Kidi and his team gave you a $20,000, excluding flights and hotel and other things that you are supposed to do for a talent in abroad? Let's go watch this interview. When I come back, I will be picking opinions from my people. Stay tuned.
Yeah, the event just before I left Germany, I mean, for one, Eddie Nkomo, so move for one, you move for one. Now I say Ghanaian artists, their charges are outrageous, the demands are outrageous because the event organizer know the amount of be pumping into a show. Any demands will be all about the two managers neighbor, we call the girlfriend crab. So many things. Now your audience compare a banner. I say too much.
Evidence you will have a person I'm glad to say I raise this issue. We submit my phone now with the work.
My phone.
Now read the message, and tell me how much. I remember artists, and hey, people say now, if I say how can the event organizer organize a show? Ghanaian artists, maybe I name my boy artists because we say be enye entro. evidence no ho. Me wo UK na me say me brother back here say yambo show UK. Nti mpacho wo de message.
Okay, so I read what a course between Romeo and Ipakrono. I said, good day, bro. Please, can you confirm the availability? What artist Okay. Please, can you confirm the availability of Kidi for us? 19th April. That is this year, 2025. We want to play him in Manchester. Thank you. I say, hi, let me check. I say, I'm female. Okay, so sorry. Show with him. He's available.
I say he's available.
He's available. Okay, so now Romeo say, please let me know your charges or terms. $20,000 excluding flights and hotel.
From Kidi camp.
Okay.
Or say $20,000. Now $20,000 no flight and camp.
Business no.
Yes. Inti minia cannot credit. $20,000 for one artist. Then no charges memo. Sounds are being so my light. I mean name them. Nti ebede na ye. So okase the okana catch and say me fact be a me dey back the okano. And there's another one ono me money because ono so no okache me say 18,000.
Well, so that was Nana Romeo, and looks like some people have taken a different turn as much as this conversation is concerned. You have been doing events, and I know recently you booked a Kidi for a show in Brekum.
Yeah.
What do you think about Nana Romeo's stance?
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tetekwarshi Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tetekwarshi Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tetekwarshi Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
It's funny and interesting. For me, I think he had a case, but his presentation was very poor.
The presentation failed.
The presentation was very poor.
Okay.
Because in terms of artists and their charges, of course, it differs from one artist to the other. And sometimes the value that the artist may place on himself may not be the same value that others may see him to be.
Okay.
It's understandable. Because whatever services they are rendering is not like solidly quantified. Like you cannot quantify it for everybody to see. There's no measuring tape for it.
Yeah.
It is between the one purchasing and the one selling to determine where they are going to meet and at what point they would agree.
Yeah.
And that is what it is. So with Nana Romeo's case, I understood where he was coming from. In fact, from an events person point of view, of course, we would always want to have our way. We would always
To cut corners.
want to cut corners or save money. It is part of being a business person. There's nothing wrong with it. But not when you would want to call the person out and not be able to defend it. Because when he said $20,000 from Kidi was outrageous, I was expecting him to have given me the value of what he think Kidi is.
Or what his counter offer was.
Oh, he said it. I watched the extensive one and he was saying, oh, Nkoka. So, and you see, the funny thing is, he's spoken to another person, and the person says they will charge 18 or 17. And even that one self, the person has promised to, like, it's negotiable.
I see.
So they can negotiate. But what he is failing to understand is that those people, the two people that he's talking about, don't have the same value. They don't, yes, they may be musicians. They may all be coming to hold mic to perform. but they don't have the same value.
Okay.
And that is the difference. If you just want to come out of the fact that you think they are charging outrageously, you see, from their end, they will also tell you, and they can give you a systematic breakdown as to why even that amount of money is even too small.
Yeah.
Because if you are an artist handler, and this is not just an upcoming artist, somebody who is of great value, you understand why they are charging that amount. You see, people sometimes assume that the artist's performance is only about him on stage holding the mic and singing.
Because that's what they see.
That's what they see. Oh, now say, we're 10 minutes at
passing
the
through.
passing through. Oh, wait, say
pass it through, Keke.
But you see,
10 minutes
you see, forgetting that, forgetting that what is even attracting them to you, that even on top of mind, you would want to say, I am picking this artist, goes more than them just holding the mic on stage. His handlers, the people that they roll with, even preparation before they even come and render that service to you is also considered. So if we would want to, the way Romeo is handling this conversation, it will look as if it gives me the vibe he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, he knows. He just wants to make them look cheaper than he budgeted for.
And at the end of the day, he and some people like him will come and insult them.
For doing what?
For taking those monies.
Oh,
of course.
I'm not sure he would.
Oh, you are not sure. Oh, you are not sure, saying.
No. Nana Romeo being an event promoter will not insult artists for not charging much.
No, with the insult that I'm talking about, I'm not saying he will insult them for not charging much. What I mean is that when they take the $5,000, $10,000, $12,000 that he wants to offer, and tomorrow they are not able to still keep that standard, they are not able to take good care of themselves, they are not able to maintain a certain quality, he, the same Nana Romeo, will come and bring a certain Rema that is charging $1.5 million, that he, given the chance, he will go and pay with an assumption that Rema will deserve a certain amount of money. No? If Rema buys a Bugatti, he will come and question Kidi on why Kidi has not onto Bugatti. You understand? Yeah. That is the insult that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So if in that sense, these people are trying to, yes, there is no problem with you trying to negotiate whatever the person's offer is. Maybe you don't see the person of that value. It happens. Yeah. There are some artists, and yet Bianca say, Kimpaluta ko charge 140,000 or Sape Kempinski will be Tiko Kumi. Meanwhile, I can tell you that he's taking lesser amounts from other event organizers. But a conversation, it depends on how you approach it. And for Nana Romeo, I am very disappointed in the way he presented his case. Because it comes across as a unhandled artist that. Because if you've been with an artist, and here I am not talking about Kidi is an established artist too.
Oh yes, he did.
Kidi is an established artist. So let's not treat some of them as if say we are doing them a favor. And Senka the own event organizer and can consider and in his conversation, boy, and I was asking him, like I was asking myself, say, do you know even his predecessors, the kind of experience that these people boy event organizer be if he knows those conversations, he will not present his case in that manner.
So you also disagree with him?
I understand where he's coming from, but his presentation was poor. That's what I want to say.
Okay, let me go on to Chemo. Let me get your opinion on this.
That's the main thing I also observed. His presentation was really poor. I think he had a point, and I also love the way Zion Felix asked him, are you saying that they don't deserve that money, or you don't have what it takes to pay?
You cannot afford it.
I was really happy for the question, but he couldn't answer it because I just wanted to be clear. Say, okay, I don't have what it takes to pay what he's asking for, and I said, I don't think he deserves it. Then you will know how to situate the whole thing, whether he deserves it or not, or you can't pay. They are two different.
If the person overcharged, then we know.
Then we know that okay, he can't pay. So this is the compensation. Or no, if say me the member Kidi 20,000 there, me the member come out obi a
the feelings I don't know what's value.
Or deserve more than Kidi or something, but he couldn't answer that question. So I was really disappointed after getting such a good question because Zion Felix saying what did attempts are so Musa good question and the question
and now
what Musa question yeah how do you Charlie this one there Zion you are on point and then another Romeo so how to talk papa so I answer question not direct but it was so direct to say you think he doesn't deserve it and I say you can't afford it. Which is which? Just answer say, okay, I can't afford it. Maybe he deserves it, but I can't afford it. Onka won't consider me. Or no, me debema Kidi this money there. I will go for a new guy or something like that. He couldn't really give a clear answer to that. So that was my disappointment. Apart from that, he has a point. The point is, if you are an event organizer, you have an expectation or you have done your survey, you know what you can do and what you can't do.
And what you are expecting as well.
Your people, how much you are even charging or you can charge within what limit.
Yeah.
So you use all those things to pay the artist that you want to involve in your organization or your event. So if the artist is charging more than that, you can say, no. The people that I'm targeting, they will not pay more than this amount. So I can't pay you.
Of course.
And it's reasonable. I mean, so if you come out and say that, oh, Kidi was charging me 20,000, but looking at things, I can't even charge to get that $20,000 that he's looking for. So I can't work with him at this moment. People will understand you. But he made it look like they don't deserve it. They are charging more. Like you don't know his stand.
That too.
Yeah,
it's like that too.
I can't pay you. But you don't deserve it. That's the conversation that I was getting. He wasn't so clear about it. So for me, I think he has a point that there are some artists who will charge what they don't deserve. It's there. And there are some artists who even also charge less than what you think that they should even get more. There are artists like that. So charging, I think this conversation we have had it before, and I've said that one of the difficult things to do is to charge for a service that you are providing that we don't quantify it. Like it's not
you are not able to quantify what you deliver with the price. Yeah,
it's really difficult. Yeah. So you negotiate to get to a point that okay, I think at this point I'm satisfied with whatever that I get. Then you move
and you can't overdo it.
Yes,
you can't do it less.
So looking at whoever is purchasing or ready to buy what you are giving, they will also they also have a limit to what they can afford.
Okay.
So you can give a price and they will go like, no, I can't afford this one. So it's either you come down or you don't have a deal. The same way that they can also give you an offer and you go like, no. This one, if I take it, I'll be at a loss. So I can't take this. Okay. Increase it or you don't have a deal. It's like that. But in the case of Nana Romeo, he wasn't giving us even the angle of him negotiating for less or whatever. It was like, oh, the amount was too high, so we couldn't work with him.
I'll try one replying him.
Replying him. So next time someone will go to this as team manager and they also not mind.
Yes. So I was so he couldn't help us for us to decide that okay, Kidi was charging what Nana Romeo and his team couldn't afford, or
Kidi was overpricing.
Yes, Kidi was overpriced. Nana Romeo didn't give us reason to move in that direction for us to get a clear cut of who deserves what and why people should consider their charges and all those things. I mean, that's why some people will say he deserves it. For those who are saying that he deserves it, they don't care about the organizers, whether they will make a profit or not. And those who are saying that, oh, no, it's too much and so no. They don't care about the artists. Yeah. They are just thinking about the organizers doing his thing and also getting his money. So how do we resolve such an issue? Nana Romeo didn't help us. But for me, if you are dealing with anybody when you are giving them a service, be careful how you do your price, so that you get to a point that you will be okay. Sometimes you don't have to look at what somebody is charging for you to also charge. Charge what will make you comfortable, and you will feel that, okay, I'm not doing a bad business here.
At least I've taken what
I
wanted to
deserve.
take.
If they give you more, so we have done a work that after me giving my price, the person gave me more than I asked.
Because he thought
I deserve more.
Underpriced.
Yes. You see, and then you lose some way. And at times you also give a price, and the person the younger shinama all my credit and all those things. We just yes. So we just have to find a way to balance it. And Nana Romeo didn't help us in that direction. It's a conversation that we have to have at certain point. Like Shatta Wale but you can also come to Shatta Wale with your price.
Yes.
Shatta, I think this is what I can pay you if you are good.
Ready to negotiate.
Let's move with this one. That's where we should be. But Obibe Kane there now, what taking entrenched position is either this or that. It's not good. I think there should be a way for us to balance it. And Nana Romeo, for me, he has a point, but he failed to give us a clear cut for us to follow and for us to do the debate. That's where he failed for me.
When I saw someone like Kwesi Ernest supporting the musician, I said, oh, okay. Looks like people are now getting to understand this business even some more. There are many who were not happy with him. Like, they thought that, the way he handled the issue was not the best.
So poor.
You are a broadcaster. Whatever you want to demand when someone calls you for a job, you're going to do MC, going to work, you demand it.
Determine.
You determine that, and even demand for cars. I know some broadcasters who demand for cars and houses. So if the artist says this, it is simple. Okay, my budget will not be able to do 20K.
Exactly.
My budget can do this. Just propose. If it works,
fine.
It's a deal.
Yeah.
But make them look like, hey, why are you taking this?
Like it was poor. It was poor presentation.
$20,000.
For share inside I'll share inside but the more mother side or more Babu father side.
You know, about Flex TV interview. Nana Regan Busan. Emma Shatta Kazen Kofubi or Mubo price now. Ezenka offer phone him call bonus him say you can't take this money. I think I have to put that video. Because for Shatta, he knows that some people have gone through the whole thing to get to a point that they deserve such an amount. And some people, they just came in. Or when you one hit poof, now they want to be like Shatta. And they say Shatta echo charge $150,000. I want to say na Shatta cry charge $150,000. And the music ko charge be. And yeah, me use ofori there no. Once so
Wow, interesting times. I want us to close, but I'm sure we can do some 2 minutes out of this. Have you guys watched the Diana and Hamilton video with Ohima AJ?
Yeah. I've watched.
And in the video, looks like Ohima wanted to ask something harmless, as in, okay, you are a gospel artist. When it comes to the people at the other divide, definitely you might not be their friends, but who among them is your friend? And she mentioned Kofi Kinata, she mentioned Akwaboah, and some few people. The way the Shatta's name that came in became, I have seen some SM fans expressing their anger to the lady. I've seen some people who think that she spoke in a way that makes Shatta look like he is not right in the face of Christians or something.
Shatta fans and all mobile phone.
In fact, let me mention one. Gideon is part of our own friend. Gideon is part of it. Gideon of Virginia.
And the boy lady
yes.
Oh, and Kwaadee.
Gideon wants to do a video too.
No.
last than Nigerian military.
And a Gideon also video. Yes.
Yes.
Over video niya me. If there's anybody to blame, I will blame the person who did the caption. In fact, even though him might see and
the person who wrote the caption. So this is what Eugene said. He said, do these people think that they are more Christian than somebody else? Does she even know how much Shatta speaks about God? What the hell is wrong with these people sometimes, man?
No. Gideon should go
so
back.
I'm gonna make my video for her.
No.
They think they are so holier than thou.
No.
If he doesn't know Jesus,
I will plead with Gideon to watch the video again. He shouldn't just be misled by the caption.
Okay.
The caption was so misleading. Me, when I saw the caption, I go like, but why would you
write this?
Go and say this? No, like the caption will give you the idea that so the lady said that. That's what the caption will give you. But when you watch the
video, I'll preach to Shatta Wale if I meet him personally.
So you see, and it's like they are quoting her. Meanwhile, that's not what she said. And that's not what even Ohima Oyeje was trying to ask. Ohima Oyeje said that, okay, now if you meet Shatta, you are a preacher, like you are a gospel singer. What kind of message? In fact, the word was simple message that you preach to Shatta.
Yeah.
And then she said that I will tell him that God, Jesus Christ loves you. He died for us. And if you have not seen him, give yourself to Christ. So even in presentation, she said, if you don't know Christ, give yourself to Christ. So it was so harmless. The caption will make people angry.
Have problems.
Yes, because people will not watch. And in fact, the caption will give them something that they will be looking out for. So even if they are watching, they may not be paying attention.
Yeah.
So for the Shatta movement fans who are angry, I will urge them to go and watch the video again. There's nothing harmful about that message. There's nothing some way that they should be angry about whatever happened. It was so harmless. It was flowing. I mean, if I will go back to technical way or the journalism, the little journalism in me, I can say that she was looking for a way that will highlight whatever conversation
they were having.
Yeah. And Shatta will be a good figure to use in that sense. So she said that if you meet Shatta, what kind of simple message, the simple message that you can preach with him. And then Ohima, Dana Hamilton also did a good job. In fact, she didn't say anything that is like she's holier than anybody and she wants to preach to people to do good or whatever. That wasn't the message. The caption will mislead you. So I will urge those who are angry to go and watch the video again. And I think they will agree with me. So Gideon, especially, this is not anything that you have to be angry. I don't know if he has watched that video. I suspect that he just saw.
No, he's watched the video. He's watched the video.
And that's how he got it.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't get it like that. But the caption gave me that impression. Okay. But after watching the video, I was like, oh, but this is not. It's like, they say I'm a Sammy Flex Ushia a year, Kofi Kinata, preach each other, and then I become. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Michelle America is only Nyamia.
I mean, yes, as simple as that. The only part they were using Shatta figure to highlight the whole conversation that they had. And in fact, this is telling us that yes, they have achieved it.
Vibe power of colleague gospel musicians. No, my temperament is such that I get on with everyone. Na secular for no so. Mini Kofi Kinata ye juma on an enterprise. Okay. Kwaadee is my friend. Who else? more relationship, more calls. I was someone checking Facebook sound and I'm on for complaining or TikTok. I said Facebook sound and I'm patching it. Yeah, but and what I knew as a Wale or sister, yes, I am fine. Auntie Diana, and I should have Shatta. Me need a number. Shatta, no pay what to make Campacho. Oh, my dear sister, it won't be bad when you do a song with him. Would you do? Would you do? I knew when you started asking the question. Would you make oh, start saying, I'm going to be Papa, no feel oh, Auntie Diana. I was a mama, Auntie, no crab is Auntie Diana. Papa, for no feel so it is giving a chance. I mean, you inspire. You kinda no. Tell them you to mukache. Nti ushia Shatta. They can say preach Shatta. What would be the simple message I'd be Shatta? Oh, God loves us. His grace is sufficient. He died for all of us. Yeah. And end of the preaching. Oh, the same message of Jesus died for us, and that His grace is sufficient for everyone. Okay. And that if he doesn't know Him, to give his life to Him. Oh.
The caption is misleading.
Yeah.
If they were bashing whoever wrote the caption, I'll be with them. But if you watch the content, it is not giving the vibe that is making them angry.
Okay, Ro, close the show for us. Our time is up.
If Gideon has a video to do, he should do a video for JB Dimogu, not.
Wow, what has JB Dimogu done? What has he done?
The things he's been doing online.
Oh, but I said, or Jenny.
And I make so video be a time there was some quiet man, yes, and yet Diana Hamilton, you're near.
Okay.
Because even when you listen to the conversation very well, even here, when Ohimawe was trying to use some
the Shatta factor in,
she said it. Said, "Oh, I know what you are trying to do." Because she asked Diana Hamilton, are there people that you would want to call, like you are friends with in the secular space? And she said, oh yes, and she mentioned Kofi Kenyatta because they are all ambassadors of the same company. Yeah. Mentioned Kwaadee is my friend. Then Ohima Mercy came to ask about Shatta. Ohima Oyeje came to ask about Shatta Wale. Adena Shatta the way in it. Then she said, oh, I know what you are trying to do. The moment she said that, I know where you are driving at. Then she said, oh, I relate with everybody the same way. The temperament I have is one that I relate with everybody. And he said, okay, so when you meet Shatta Wale, first, Ohima Oyeje was trying to talk about collaboration, but she was not even emphatic with her question. So Diana Hamilton also did not answer that. Because I didn't know Obisan say, sure. So
Ohima herself was uncomfortable with the question because I'm sure she felt
baby, I offer the other shade. Also, the easy.
But still, not also baby.
Baby, and that is why. And I think Diana gave the best answer. The best answer she
when
she
you
could.
read Shatta, what will you preach? Simple message.
And for you to be angry, I don't know why you be angry because what she said. See, we are all Christians. If you go to church, whether you are an angel of God. And the pastor
I preach it to you.
Yes, they will preach to you. And even at that point, they will still do an altar call and a water call and call you and ask you, have you given your life to Christ? Even if you are an elder somewhere, they will still ask you. So it is not something harmful.
But the caption
there is very misleading. Where so many me like this, when I saw the caption, I was like, hey. But who can wait? Because I was asking myself, what will make somebody say, when I meet this person, I will preach to him? And what kind of preaching self are you going to preach? And that is what even made me only for me to see that.
So we will urge our people, don't always go with just the caption.
Okay.
Especially if it will make you angry.
Ignore.
If you know you can't watch the content, follow it. Just go.
Yes. That will help. Because sometimes your anger will be misplaced. when you get the details.
Gideon, yes, sir.
Gideon, hold your gun. So true.
Say offside and Kahasi, you remember your flag.
Yeah. Gideon, hold your gun, so true, and cease fire. Because this morning when he was sending the messages to me, it was obvious that man was not happy. So Gideon, so true, hold your gun, cease fire. The midweek edition of Showbiz Daily ends here on a beautiful note. Special thanks to Roland Amate, to Intimdo Solomon Chemo, producers Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens, and to Shagzi, as well as Tetekwashi Arts Market. We will sure be meeting again in our next video. Stay tuned for more. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to us and drop your comments about the topics. Whatever you think about them, we want to read them as well. We are out of here. Salute.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fact check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.